Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, fake game, staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need bad energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth don't work, you start telling lies. Thought you were down to ride, you weren't down to ride. Caught switching, you were picking sides. Don't blink, caught slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took a L, should've put it in the offering. Lord forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be the youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring, nah. In the scene like GOT. Stay away.
All right, what's up, J Crew? How is everybody doing? Welcome to another Tuesday Takeover. I'm your host, JJ Video Reacts, and Jen should be on here. My beautiful wife, Vegan Knowledge, should be on here with me soon. And we had an awesome Meatless Monday yesterday. And anybody who's interested in becoming vegan, please do me a favor and check her channel out. The link will be in the description once this video is done. And if you're thinking about becoming plant-based, she has a whole slew of information that she gives over there. She does interviews, and she also has people that she edits interviews and puts in on her channel. So if you're interested in becoming vegan or plant-based for health reasons or to save the planet or both, check her channel out. Go subscribe. She's trying to get past 112, I think, subscribers she's got. So go add your 2 cents over there and support. So let's see what we got going on here. Hopefully everybody has had a fantastic week. Turn this down. All right, so hopefully everybody has had a fantastic week. Listen, do me a favor, don't forget to smash the like button and hit the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed. I know Buddha 1000 wasn't able to make it because she is having birthday celebrations going on this week. So shout out to Buddha 1000. I know normally she's here. She said she might be here, but she's running late. But we're going to give a shout out to Buddha anyway, one of the best moderators on YouTube. Renee Revelinsky, Dolly Bush, KT, Janetta, Shay J, Shonda, all our regulars. I know probably will be spinning through soon. And then we've got our ADT fam that spins through from time to time. We got Old School, Eric Smoto, David L. Lolo's been through, Coaches spun through, Portuguese Flying Stew, Jason. You know, if you guys are in the area, feel free to stop on by and come hang for a minute while we talk about these 90-day crazies. Okay, so yeah, let's get the party started. Um, first off, this week was a week where I went on ahead and put Gino and Jasmine on the initial thumbnail. Issues is what I am going to say this couple is dealing with. But we'll get to them later. We'll start out. With Amanda and Rosman. And Amanda and Rosman are kind of crazy because, hold up, what we got? Hey, bro. And Dolly Bush, what's up, ladies? Speaking knowledge. Hi, baby. It's been a minute. How you been? Wait a minute, hold up. We gotta get the shout out to the J Crew. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Give a shout out to the ABT fam as well. Again, if you want to learn how to trade stocks, definitely check out AmericanDreamTrading.com. Coach is one of the best mentors you will ever have if you're looking to learn to do that. So I'm telling you, go over there, get some learning, get your stock on. But yeah, Renee, well, hold on, I took it off. Amanda and Rosman. I am not liking, and you guys let me know what you feel in the comment section. I'm not liking what's happening in this relationship. First off, she is way not over her husband. She's starting this process way too early. But here's my thing. Here's what I don't like about it. I understand that she's going on a guilt trip. She's feeling guilty because she's trying to move on. And it's only been a year. She just lost her husband tragically, and the kids aren't ready. And as it turns out, she's not ready now. Her sister tried to tell her that it was most likely too soon for her to be making this move. But no, she was determined to get on the plane and go over to Romania or wherever Rosman is and see him and make this relationship work and see if it can work. But the minute she gets over there, she's very standoffish. Oh, good. My jersey's coming out. She's very standoffish and she's not forthcoming. He's trying to kiss her. She's kind of taken aback by it. They get to the apartment and all she can do is complain that she doesn't have room for her stuff on the bathroom sink. That's his apartment. Of course his stuff is going to be on the sink. He lives there. Okay? You don't live there. You're just visiting. You don't need a space for shit. You're not moving in with the guy. All right? That's what you have a suitcase for. Okay? But she basically kind of low-key treats him like shit, really. And then She puts him on a guilt trip because she's on a guilt trip. She's going on this guilt trip about, look, the kid called over there and said, hey, my daddy's dead, basically wanting to speak to Rosman, saying, yeah, basically, I don't know what the hell you think you're doing, but my dad's dead. So send my mother back home, please. Is what that phone call was about. Here's my thing in a nutshell. It's unfair to Rosman. And he knew what he was signing up for, and he seems fully capable and ready to give himself to this relationship. However, Amanda is not ready to receive it. But why are you dragging his feelings through the mud? I understand what you're saying about you feeling guilty. That's your problem. You're the one who jumped the gun. You're the one who flirted with him on TikTok. And you're the one who is not only, I get you concerned about your kids' feelings, guess what? Rosman is a human being too. Okay? And I'm sure his DMs are bursting with women who are ready to spend time with him who don't have all this excess baggage that they're bringing with them. Not to mention, he's got one sitting right there in his face that he works out with. Okay, you can obviously tell first episode that chick is into him. It's one of his best friends, right? Okay, she's into him. It's obvious. She's like, "Are you sure you're ready for this? Is she gonna be good to you?" And come on now, the chick is into him. So he's got people waiting in the wings. So honestly, she needs to give up the ghost. Okay. Let's see. Let's try this again. All right, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Okay, let's try this again with Jen's link. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. All right, so Renee Rebelinsky, welcome, sweetie. You text me, bro? Okay, I'll have what on Instagram or I have to check that out, babe. Dolly said have stayed home. Amanda, yes, yes, she should have. Agreed, Rose said. Hello, JJ. Hey, Renee. And Chad, hope everyone is doing. I hope you're doing well, baby. I'm doing great. I'm plant based. Jen and I have just been on straight raw for the past week, and I feel like I am through the roof. Bro, how you doing with the plant based stuff? I know everybody's just saying hi to each other. All right. Let me see if I can go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna try to do it through here. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Yep. Okay. All right. So yeah, I, I honestly, she should not have gone over there. And what I don't understand is she's getting him too. Okay, like he's wrong for feeling some kind of way about her first one to go ahead and leave and go back home early. You should have never. I feel like she's dragging his feelings too much. She has no regard. You have now taken on a whole new relationship with a whole another different man and making him think that you're ready for a relationship relationship when you're really not, and now you're getting pissed at him because he's wondering why he can't spend time with you. And then he offers her the idea, okay, you want to go home? Great. Guess what? Surprise, surprise. I filed for a tourist visa. I can come over there and be with you guys for a while. And I think I saw the preview. I think he does end up coming over here. But he is trying everything he demanded she wants him to be. Okay, he's trying to be there for her and relate to her feelings, and she keeps constantly pushing him away. So if you weren't ready, then don't tie someone else's feelings up in your bullshit. Okay? Get your shit straight first in your mind, your heart, and your soul, so that when you move forward, you're not dragging some. It's like, I don't want to put my kids through that. Okay, get that. You're absolutely right. But don't put him through it either. Okay, don't put him through it either. He's a whole human being too, and he's got feelings too. And you sliced him up and led him on to make him think that you're ready for this relationship when you're not. Now he's all ready to have sex and have a full blown relationship, be a father to your children, or at least a friend. We'll see what that turns out to be. I don't think the kids want to be friends. They don't need a friend, they need a daddy. And if you're not ready to be that, then I don't know. But she's obviously not ready to be yours yet. So I feel sorry for Rasmus because she dragged him into this and got his heart all involved way too early, you know. But there's the flip side of it. You know me, I'm a chess player, I'm a thinker. Part of me thinks that his feelings are valid. He doesn't seem like he's playing her, although he could be a player if he wanted to. How many people in the chat think that he is wanting to come to the United States to further his social media career? And it really doesn't have a whole hell of a lot to do with her at all. And he's playing this up. Because that could very well be the case too. He seems genuine to me. He seems like he's into her, but let's not forget, he's a social media icon. He's got over 100 and some odd thousand followers. So he's building his reputation. He's building his social media following. I feel like I have lettuce in my teeth. I have lettuce in my teeth. Please don't. Let me know. Let me know. Because that'd be too embarrassing. I don't want to look back on the replay and I got shit all up in my teeth. Don't let me do that. I just ate some salads though. Good. All right. Let me know, right? But yeah, I feel bad for the man. I feel bad for Rasmus. I really do. Hey Renee, hey Dolly, Knowledge. Come on, y'all, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this guy and about what she's doing to him because I really think it's BS. You know, and I think the sister or whoever it is babysitting those kids put that kid up to making that phone call, which was dirty. Don't involve the kids. I mean, if the kid wanted to call and speak to mommy, that's fine. But he called and then asked to speak to Rasmus to say my daddy is dead. And then mom gets on the phone and she says, yeah, but his spirit is all around us. And he says, I already know that, and hangs up on her or runs away from the phone or whatever. Somebody put him up to that. I don't think he said, yeah, I want to call mommy. I want to speak to this Rasmus guy. Yeah, I think he was put up to that. And it's like, why play games? What is with all these games? And they're involving a guy who, you know, really, he was living his own life, doing his own thing. She's the one that clued him in that, hey, I'm interested. And of course, he's going to take the bait. She's an attractive woman. She's vulnerable. And she lives in America, which is the land of milk and honey. So he saw opportunity. But maybe along the way, he developed some feelings for her, too. So if he doesn't have feelings, then he's an opportunist. If he does have feelings, then I feel bad for him because you don't drag people through the mud like that if you're not ready for a relationship. Don't make him think you are if you're not. You know, because then he's spending his time and putting his heart and time into it. Still keep saying waiting for host. I don't know, sweetie. I don't know, man. Okay, I could put it in the chat here. Let me go over to chat. A second, guys. Okay, there you go. It is in the chat, and see if that link works. Anyway, um, yeah. So that's my take on Rasmin and Amanda. I don't know that this is a relationship that even should be going on. Um, I don't see anything. I don't see them breaking up anytime soon. But honestly, I feel like, and you guys let me know what you think in the chat. I feel like she moved on too quickly from her husband. Some people can get over, a dead significant other in a year. Some people it takes longer, and I don't think she's being fair to herself and not giving herself an opportunity to mourn properly. She's just trying to hurry up and replace. And as much as she's claimed she knows he's not a replacement for, that's exactly what she's trying to make him be. And and on top of it, let's assume that she does bring him into the fold, right? He is going to have to fill huge shoes.
Hey, so I don't know if this is something wrong with Restream or the link. It looks different than the other ones, and it's even on the phone. It says waiting for host. Do you want to post it in the
I did.
chat?
Yep, I just put it in there.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. She's trying to get on in. But yeah, man, I really feel like I don't know what is going on with that, but if something happens where say she did decide to pursue the relationship or keep it going, now what is going to be the expectation though? Okay. So, okay, she gives him a shot. But now I feel like this chick, because we already saw how standoffish she can be and how really kind of smart ass. She's kind of smart alecky, if you ask me. Just some of the things that she said really kind of turned me off. And that whole thing where she was, where am I going to put my stuff on a counter? Like she was kind of jive playing and kind of not. You could tell she has that bitchy side. I wonder if she talk to her husband like that. You know what I mean? But she kind of seems like she's somebody who thinks her shit doesn't stink. You know what I mean? And she doesn't seem like the nicest person to be in a relationship with. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just what she's going through. I don't know. But I'm getting bitch vibe. Honestly, I really am. And either way, it's not. Hopefully, he can feel. Renee Revelinsky said, Reddit. I was reading Reddit, and what? Amanda lost her mother and sister within the last 3 years, as well as her Jesus, her husband. She needs a therapist, not a Renee. You get the bell for that one. I mean, wow. Um, should he even be wanting to get with this chick? Why is everybody around her dropping out like flies? Is she killing these people? I mean, that may seem cruel, but come on, God damn. Okay, mom, sister, and is she poisoning these people? Like, and husband. Did they all got cancer? Like, what? What's up with that? That is a crazy turn of events for somebody to go through. No wonder she's having a few bad days. Listen, you're right. She does not need a boyfriend. She needs a couch to lay on and spill. Okay? Because she is going through it right now. No wonder she's acting like that. Everybody in her life is dropping out like flies. All she's got is her kids. They've just got each other. Who was that gave her the ride to the airport? I thought that was her sister. Does she have more than one, or was that a girlfriend? Because sometimes, with the eyesight, shit gets by me a little quick. So was that a friend? I thought that was her sister or another sister. Man, mom, sister, and husband. What the hell's going on with that? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Good gracious. She has been through it just within the past 3 years. I kind of went through something similar, but not, that much. I was extremely close to my grandma, my mother's mother on my mother's side. And I hadn't spoken to my dad in 17 years. When we left Jersey, he was still there and he had asked me to live with him, but my dad was strung out, I'm being honest. And I said, no, I've never lived with you. I've always been with mom. So yeah, I'm going to go back to Baltimore with her. And that's what I did. All right, we got her in here. And that's what I did. And then, hey, baby.
Hey, that was crazy. For some reason, the one in the chat worked. Any of the ones you ever sent to my text on the phone or here would not work. It kept saying waiting for host.
Wow.
Gotta love Restream.
Yep. But you're here now. But
that's all that matters.
What I was saying was, I didn't talk to my dad for years. And I lost him and my grandmother in 2004. Same year, within 6 months of each other. Then 7 years later, I lose my mom. So I kind of know what, and a couple years before she died, my brother died. So, but he has cerebral palsy, and that's a whole nother thing. He was in his 30s. There was like 4 years between us. So within a 7-year span, I lost my mom, my grandma, my mother, and my father, and my last living grandparent, and my brother. So yeah, but my brother didn't live with us, so I kind of know what she's going through. But here's the thing about me, though. I've always been a loner. And, honestly, Jen is the longest person that I've ever lived with in my life. And I'm talking parents, grandparents. Think about, my grandmom raised me till I was about 10, and my mom took over. So that's 10 years. I lived with my mom till I was like 18. That's like 8 years. Come on. 15 years. That you're the longest person that I have ever lived with, ever in my entire
special
life.
Thank you. And Renee said, I'm so sorry, that's a lot. And I've told you that before. That's a lot. And that's one of the things about you, like no matter what happens in your life, you have this like beautiful spirit and resilience of not getting angry and a whole, like treating the world like how you might want to, as most people do, to deal with different things that happen.
You know why?
You take it and
I put my heart in God's hands, and God has taken care of me since the day I drew my first breath. So I really have always looked at God as my parent. And every time I lose someone in my life, I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, I always have God in my heart and soul, and that gets me through. You know what I mean?
Did I?
So, yeah, not to get all deep on you guys, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking that, if she had that type of relationship with God, or if she had therapy, she needs something to hold on to that is, and I'm not just talking about her kids. Her kids, that's therapeutic. she and her kids can just bond over all of this and just get into each other and help each other. But you're right, she needs to go sit down and talk to somebody because it's a
Yeah.
lot of loss to
I
deal with in a
think
short span.
she's trying to escape it in a way and saying, okay, I need to
She's
find
running.
somebody for my kids. And, that's not what's important for them right now. She's
Yeah.
what's important for them. And I think that she somewhere in her mind knows that, because I've seen a lot of things that she does where she's feeling guilty. That's why she didn't hug and kiss him and show on camera, because she is worried about what people are thinking right now. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I was with this man for a long time, my only person, and now I'm all of a sudden running off to another country. That's why I think she continues to reiterate, even though, like, we understand psychologically what she's doing. I think she's realized, like, she's having a lot of guilt, and that's why she can't fully immerse herself into that relationship.
Yeah.
And she, so it's like, really, I think you said it earlier, even though I was fighting to get in and out, she needs to take some time and heal
And
and
do
then
her.
decide if this is the guy for her, because this doesn't seem like
And
the
she
right
seems
time
pretty
and the right
young.
thing.
She
Yeah, she's
seems
very
pretty
young.
young. And she got married to this guy. He may have been the first relationship she was in. He
He
may have
was. I think
legit
we heard
taken
that.
her virginity. And she had these kids and all of that. So she's
She's trying to experience her,
he's the only man she's ever known. So for her to just try to move on from that, whoever she gets with is going to have some serious shoes to fill. And that's a lot to put on somebody who you barely know and they barely know you. All of a sudden, she wants this man to be her end all be all like her husband was. And is he even ready for that, first of all? And second,
no.
if he is not and you're not, why are you dragging him into something that you're not ready for? Because now you've got his heart all involved in it. That was wrong, So hopefully they'll work it out. I don't know what's going on with it, but hopefully they'll work it out.
I hope.
Let us move on.
That sounds good. Did we turn British?
We did. Oh yeah, I forgot my thumbnail. I had a little thumbnail up there. That's right after they woke up the next day and she's like, I feel guilty. Go take a shower, you stink.
I think she's, like you said, taking it out on him a little bit.
She is taking it out on him, and that's not fair to him. She's treating him like he did something wrong. And then she said, I don't want to get involved with somebody. And then they leave like my husband did. Your husband didn't leave. He died. It wasn't like he walked out on you. Yes, he left in a sense, but he didn't leave voluntarily. So
Right.
This guy is not somebody who seems like he wants to just come in your life and then just walk out. He's trying to come be in it for the long haul. I genuinely think he cares about this girl.
I think he really cares about her. I don't know that he's ready to be dad, though, like she wants him to be.
Yeah.
And he said, I can be their friend, which is good. I mean, you don't want to you don't want some jerk that's going to come in and be like, okay, they're under my control now. This is how you should discipline them and stuff. But you also want somebody who's willing to accept a little responsibility. I mean, he's an actor.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? This isn't to me. And
he's
I
a model. He's an
misjudging him. But
he's an
I just think he may have good intentions. I think he's a good guy. I just don't see that that gonna work. But I could be wrong. But I mean, I was fooled on the first day by fantastic, and I'm not gonna be fooled again.
They do look fantastic together, though. They could model. They could both be on a magazine cover together. I'll give them that.
Yes.
All right. So moving right along, we've got Gino and Jasmine for a repeat appearance on Before the 90 Days, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the section of the franchise that they appeared on the first time was Before the 90 Days. So they are still in the Before the 90 Day stage. They haven't made it to the 90 Day Fiancé stage.
I just want to say one thing.
So
I am not gonna cook dinner tonight if we don't have a peeler.
That's not appealing to me at all. I'm not gonna I'm not going to cook if we don't have the proper equipment.
You're not to be performing surgery, Gino. You're cutting a potato.
Don't yell at me. You don't have the proper equipment, so I'm
That
not
was
going to do it.
totally one of those projection things that I learned in psychology or something to that effect, where it's you're mad about something completely different and something else sets you off. And I think he's also nervous about the prenup.
Yeah. Well, you know something too, and we had this discussion a little bit before the live stream. I noticed that when Gino got there, because when she picked him up from the airport, he seemed pretty happy to be there, and everything was all good. But what changed was when they went out on that balcony, and all you could see was clear skies and blue waters and the little island that had been created for the filthy rich that are in Panama. These are my neighbors.
Yes, I think you're right. He's starting to feel a bit used, like she didn't just get what they need.
Used
She
and
had to get
abused,
this,
okay?
and it was almost like I think anyway, she's holding a grudge still from when, first of all, that he's not got the visa done. She thinks it's his fault. Secondly, going even further from that, she's mad that he made her lose her job, and so she's taking advantage of him almost like.
And he's not enjoying it at all. Now the Gino we saw the first time that they came on, he was eating out of her ass, okay? He was anything she threw at him, he was ready for
Whatever
it.
money she needed, he's
And
willing to do it. He might have gave her a little
Yep, he
hassle,
threw it
but
at her.
that was it.
Yeah. He was sending her receipts of every conversation that he had. He was calling her, "Oh, I'm going to McDonald's to get some food. Let me get on the phone to This Gino, there's no way in hell he would ever do any of that because he's fed up with her. He doesn't even want to have sex with her because he's so turned off by her and her attitude. And I literally felt bad for her this episode.
I did too.
Because all she wanted to do was cook with him and have fun with him and just welcome him into Panama. And he basically gave her his ass to kiss the whole entire episode.
Like very different than the normal Gino. And she wasn't, like you said this last evening, she wasn't being overly Jasmine.
She wasn't being rude.
She was being herself.
She said, "Hey, you want me to rub your feet? Let's have sex." Okay, you don't want to do that. You want me to give you a massage? She turns over. Now, I don't want to talk right now. Okay, I'll go in the kitchen and cook you something to eat. Okay, great. She goes in there and then he comes in there. "Hey, you want to cook something together? Do me a favor, peel me a potato." "You don't have a peeler?" "I don't want to do it." "Well, okay, that's fine, honey. I got a knife. Here you go." And "No, you don't have a cutting board and a peeler." "I can't do it." I'm like, "Okay, Gino, stop being a little bitch. It's peeling with a knife. What's the problem?"
There was a power struggle going on.
You know, she wasn't being she wasn't being nasty to him. She just simply asked him. It was like he was pushing her buttons to piss her off.
This is what you're gonna finally stand up about? A peeler? Like all the shit she's done to you, buying these $9 million hair extensions, getting a $10,000 a month apartment for her and her sister, living next to her ex-boyfriend or whatever. But I've had enough. Okay, you don't have a peeler and a cutting board. I'm done about this. I am completely done. That's my deal breaker. That's my final straw. Dolly said right now Jasmine is just ridiculous. Yes, in the overall scheme of things, I think I agree. She's ridiculous. She treats him like crap, but this time this wasn't warranted for an argument. He should have argued about how much he's paying for the apartment, not.
Thank you. That's where the argument should have come in. You don't need all of this. You're not one of the richest people in Panama. I am. I'm the one paying for this apartment.
Say to her,
okay?
Have a heart-to-heart conversation. Like, you make me feel used when you speak to me like that and you request all this stuff from me. And I really need you to we need to rearrange how we're dealing with each other. Not just getting all like crazy about the plate.
And here's the thing. She has proven that when he does do that, she listens to him. Remember the stripper? And he sat her down and said, okay, now how
Yes.
would you feel if I had some chick dancing all over me? Would you like
She
it? She
needs
was
that
like,
kind of
no, I wouldn't.
communication.
Okay, then what are you doing?
And he's
Right.
not giving it
You
to her.
know,
He's
and
giving
he
it to her
spoke
third
to her.
hand, like trying to make her know what's in his mind.
Yeah, he's trying to give her shit back. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, this isn't really her being nasty to you. So it's not really warranted the way you're coming off at her. And all she's trying to do is make you feel comfortable. What you need to do is sit her down and say, hey, listen, I want to talk to you about the way you address me. And I want to talk to you about these finances. And on top of that, I am not feeling comfortable without a
Oh,
prenup in
well, that
place. And
preview,
we can see she's
that
going to
prenup
go
preview
off.
looks like she is
Okay.
getting at the top of her lungs.
But Gino is
It's like he
spent
doesn't, he's
anyway.
almost at a point
Throw
where
the
he doesn't
prenup at
care.
her. Throw the prenup at her if you want out so bad. Because that's what's going to make her walk away. Okay, prenup. No. Okay, great. That's what I wanted anyway. Because he obviously is
But
no
that
longer into
money and
her. Come
control
on
that
now.
she has over him is almost, remember, he was texting his ex or somebody in bed with her while she was sleeping before, and she still
Right.
didn't let him go. So I'm like, who knows? Will the prenup do it?
Well, she's latched on to her sugar daddy. Because remember, he got her from a sugar mama, sugar
And
baby
so that's what,
website.
I mean, that's where you got the girl. What did you expect?
She's latched on to her sugar daddy. You know what I mean? So it's like, and Gino realizes that he is a sugar daddy who is
Wait,
about to be on
is
the
that
hook
really
for
where they got
marriage.
together? I thought she caught him on a
Yeah.
sugar mama website.
No, he got her from a
No
sugar baby
way. Oh
website.
my goodness. I totally forgot because they haven't been on for a while.
That's how they met. Yeah, that's how they met. And remember, she found out that he was on sugar baby
Oh,
websites and got pissed off, and then come to find out that's how they met. She was on a sugar baby
sugar
website.
baby. I thought it was a
Oh
candy store.
man, Gino and Jasmine. I'm telling you, I really don't think that relationship is good. That's why they haven't gotten. And everybody else from that season has either broken up or already gotten married. So it's like, you guys still are
Who else
hanging
was on
out
it?
there. I thought they'd be married by now. I think Bilal and Shada came from that season. Did they or no? No. They were on 90 Day Fiance. Mike and Jimena were on that season. I think Hamza and Memphis were on that season. Nobody worked out.
Do you know, did he propose to her? Okay.
He did.
I think I remember now.
He proposed last time they were on there.
Geez,
Yep.
I'm too old for these reoccurring people. It's been too long. I got so many other people in my head now. It's like, okay, let's put some current people on here. Gino and Jasmine from the archives.
I'll tell you what. Dolly Bush says.
Oh, I read that one, I think. Oh, I didn't read Renee's though.
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
right
yes
there.
I did. That was earlier. She said Jasmine is ridiculous. Yeah, that's crazy what that apartment looked like for just her and her sister.
I mean, it's so lavish and so huge, and they're throwing monster
and he's
parties
got another
there.
job,
and they're probably screwing with people. Come on now, they're probably getting all kinds of stuff happening.
Wasn't
in that place.
the ex-boyfriend or something living in the same building? Didn't he get her the apartment? I thought I saw that. If somebody wants to chime in, I could have sworn I saw on a previous episode she was having lunch or something with her ex, and he got her the apartment, and she's like, "We can cook dinner together." I'm like, did I make that up? I'm pretty sure that happened, but I haven't seen it since. So maybe we need to go revisit the old episode, like before this one or the one before.
Wow.
How's
I'll
the
tell
baby?
you what.
Neo.
Oh, talking about Neo.
He's been sitting next to Menu in the living room all day. They're very close now, hanging out. Yeah, I'm so happy. I knew she'd like the little playmate eventually.
Good. Yeah, definitely. We got our Tuxie back. She came back from the grave in the form of Neo. Cat looks just like her. just in
We
miniature
did
form
the
because he's a
you put her
kitten.
on
He's a
him
baby.
on last week, didn't you? I think that was the first night he got here because
I
Brooke
did.
was here. I remember her being over
Yep.
here and wouldn't come on camera with me.
Yeah. So we have officially had him for an entire week, and it has been blissful. It's like we've got our other cat back because he is so much like her. And I told Jen I think she used up one of her 9 lives. I think it's her in a new body, even though it looks just
I
like
mean,
her.
act like her,
And he acts just like her. It's just he's a boy. I feel like
personality
Tux came
wise.
back in a boy's body. Yeah, personality wise,
He ain't scared of
habits,
nothing.
even yeah, not scared of anything, even stalking out some of her old spots. So, and cats are very spiritual. She found her way back to us, so
He's
I'm
doing
happy
really
about it.
well.
You
Thanks,
know what I mean?
Dolly. She was asking how Neo was. He's
Yep,
becoming a
yep,
big
yep, yep.
boy.
I'm ready for
Oh my
another
goodness, I thought you were
15
saying another
years.
kitten. I was like, oh my goodness, we just got this one getting him acclimated.
Yep. So, all right. So that's Gino and Jen. One. Let's see here. Who is next? Okay, so we got Riley and Violet. Riley and Violet. Oh, I go through and I make these thumbnails. Issues. Was the Gino and Jasmine.
I like that.
Um Oh, wait a minute. That's the one. Okay, you know what? I will be right back. Give me 2 seconds, guys.
All right, thank you. Hey everybody, I didn't get a chance to really say my hellos over there. Did I see I know Buddha is running behind, running late, and we've got Dolly, Renee Revelinsky. Did I see Ro in the comments earlier? I think I did. We miss you. Definitely try to catch up with us on Tuesday and on Monday if you can come on. We'd love to have you. And if you, I didn't see the comment earlier. I think I heard Dawn asking, but if you are still going with the plant based, I'm doing a show, Amazing Plants Formations. If you wanna, we can record it instead of being live if that's getting late for you. And then these guys on this season, man, this guy right here is just like the dad thing just threw me off.
Mm-hmm.
It just it was like, okay, he was mad at her at that time, and then the dad holding that in all that time. Like, okay, he's like, okay, now you're gonna go there. I gotta put an end to this. Can I
Right.
trust her? Oh my gosh! And then I thought he still was hiring the private eye, and you told me he wasn't. So
Yeah, he decided against it. He's got the guy on ice. So he's made a contact of a PI that he can use in the event that he decides to do that. He's going to give her the benefit of the doubt, go spend some time with her, get her side of the story, and read her a little bit and see what he's getting from her. And then if he feels like he needs to hire a PI, he's going to go to that guy that he talked to. But for right now, she's off the hook. He wants to see what she's about first before he puts a PI on the deal.
let me ask you a quick question
Yeah,
before you
yeah.
go into it. How
Mm-hmm.
about I'm already picturing the tell all. Maybe they get along, they make it, he proposes, tell all, they play that scene where he's talking to the private detective and her like going off at him. Because sometimes it's like I feel like they could be on a good note and they bring old stuff up at these tell-alls and stuff, and it's like you can tell their face, like his face is gonna be like, oh no.
Well, remember what Sean put Gino through the last time he and Jasmine were on there. Gino, did you text another cast member's friend?
Yes.
No, I didn't. We have the proof right here. It's
We've
like,
got it
damn,
here. Oh
Sean.
my gosh, that was crazy.
Ed, did you reach out to Annie? No, I didn't. Yes, you did. We have the proof. Oh, maybe I did. It's like I don't remember. Maybe I did. It's like, come on now, Sean will put you out there. So yeah, even if he doesn't say something, Sean Robinson is going to bring up the PI.
Heck yeah. Sorry about the sirens.
Sorry, guys. But something is going down in Ocean City. So, what do you guys think about her texting his dad and talking to dad about things that conversations that they had and issues that they had?
I thought it was immature.
Yeah, I thought it was really crappy.
That poor old guy doesn't need all that, especially if she knew he just got out of the hospital and stuff.
Right, and his sister or somebody that was taking him. What the hell's that?
It was like a one of those bikes that like or car that backfired a little bit.
Well, I'm like, that's not gunshots, sis. I'm like, what the hell's that? Should we be off this live stream and ducking right now?
The live stream is more important.
Right?
I'll sit right here with guns shooting.
Guns ablazing.
I was already late. I don't want to miss
anymore.
We will
die for you guys, okay? Said Prince. But yeah, this couple is, and it's so wild because they showed her talking to her girlfriends, and she has not told her girlfriends about this guy. She just now, and they've been dating for 2 years. Yeah, they were dating for 2 years, and on this episode, she springs it on her best friends, and they're like, "Okay, you've been dating him for 2 years, and you're just telling us about this guy." So
Dolly agrees she was out of line texting his dad.
She was completely out of line, Dolly. And especially telling intimate stuff. And she was talking bad about it. Okay, it's his father.
Yeah, you don't do that. Especially, she doesn't know him. It's not like her and the dad, they've been together 10 years and her and the dad have their own relationship where he's mentioned, like, my son is a screw up, tell me if anything happens and I'll put him straight or whatever, like not that kind of father-in-law type relationship. She just met the guy or didn't even meet him, I guess.
Right.
Talked to him on the phone when he got out of the hospital, and then she's going to go off about like worry him like that because stress can cause illness, and if he was already sick, like she didn't take his feelings into consideration, which tells me she has a temper. So it only matters when she's mad. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And I think I went to sleep before they even interacted this last time, so I need to catch that. But did he get there to her country?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Then I didn't miss it.
Not
I always
yet.
think I missed things.
Next episode. Yeah, he hasn't gotten there yet. He's en route.
Yeah. I think just he doesn't trust her, and he really doesn't trust anybody, and so probably a lady in another country wasn't a good idea. And
that's his job, to be paranoid. So I remember saying that last week. His job is to basically, for the military, paint scenarios, worst case scenarios, and figure out solutions and how they would handle them in the event of an occurrence. So it's his job to basically be paranoid and think of worst case scenarios. So that has spilled over into his personal life and into his relationships. So he's always thinking that something's going to go wrong in his relationships because that's what his brain is trained to do. Our minds automatically do that, but his more than others because that's what he gets paid to do. I feel like deja vu. I literally said that exact same shit last week, but it's true. He gets paid to think of the worst case scenario. So of course he's going to do it in his regular life because his brain has muscle memory and that's what it does. So it's like, but I tell you what, he's hooking this girl up.
Here's what's complicated. She didn't just recently send those texts, right? It was when they were fighting.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
So he can't even come at her because now they've already had a relationship after that happened. Now he's going to come back and talk about old stuff too. I just thought about it.
But here's the thing. He didn't know about it. And he would be within his rights because it was a turnoff to his father.
She better not text that old man and yell at him for telling him.
Yeah, well, that would even make it worse because I'm sure he would go right on back to him and tell him because it's in his hands at this point.
Right.
What he wants to do with that information. Okay, she's going behind your back talking to me, telling me shit about you. What do you want to do about that? The dad was hoping to stop him from going over there and just saying, to hell with this. You don't need this woman because look what she's doing. And the sister or whoever gave him a ride to the airport was trying to tell him the same thing, but he's determined to go over there and see this thing through because his heart is involved at this point.
Yeah.
So, he's a grown man. Let him see how it plays out. And if it doesn't play out in his favor, get out of it. You don't have to hire a PI. If she gets crazy or does weird shit, you don't have to stay in it. You're not married to her, not yet.
Exactly. Water.
So you guys let me know what you think about them in the chat section. I think once they probably get together, we can't do a whole lot of review on them because they haven't really interacted in front of us yet. So I'm curious to see how they are next week. But she seems to be crazy about him, though. Okay, so we got Tyree. Poor Tyree. Somebody get Tyree. Somebody to love.
I know. It's like I want to matchmake him.
I feel so bad for him.
I do too. He seems like such a really nice person, like overall. Like I feel terrible that happened, but in some ways he knew what was going on and didn't want to.
He's in denial. And it's not just a river in Egypt. Okay? He's in denial.
Yes, he is.
He definitely, I don't know. I mean, the person said they love me. Okay, yeah. They're trying to keep you on the hook, Tyree.
What is up with this person? What is going on with them? Like,
well, apparently they don't
keep him
exist.
Going that long.
Apparently, it's some guy named Christian who's actually been the one sending text messages. It's not this woman at all. And most likely, this is probably just a catfish and some random pictures that was pulled off of YouTube and used to catfish this guy.
Right.
Because
I know,
the person who's talking to him is a man.
Didn't he sit down and hear that he was saying I love him or something? Like, he's keeping him reeled in. I feel like the person, whoever it is, doesn't want the money to cut off, even though it's not a lot. It might be a lot where they are.
Right. Just like Jasmine with the $3,000 apartment. That's a lot here. So,
that is a lot. It's like $1 million apartment over there.
Pretty much in Panama, yeah. You paying $3,000 a month. That's like $1 million condo over there. So yeah, she's like living amongst celebrities and all kind of shit. Here in the States, $3,000 to get you a nice condo in Florida, but you ain't living next to no celebrities and all of that crazy shit. You know what I mean? It's like she's living in like the Beverly Hills of Panama,
Right.
For $3,000 a month. I'll take it. I might be moving to Panama. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's like
Panama.
Like here, that kind of apartment, like you said, what do you think that would cost?
We haven't made it to Florida yet, right, Ro? I got connects down there now, though. We got you down there. We got a ton of people from American Dream Trading.
Did you say that Coach has property or?
Coach might have property down there. But I know Mark has those Airbnbs. Stand to reason he's probably got some other property down there. But yeah, Tyree just won't give up the ghost. For whatever reason, he thinks that this person is still Carmela, dude, and that she is like basically not FaceTiming him because she's embarrassed that she was caught. And he doesn't want to hear from anybody or anything that this is really a man, even though he heard the guy's voice. It's like maybe that was her boyfriend or so. He's literally making shit up now. Maybe that was her boyfriend and he found out about it and he's making her block me on her. Come on, dude. You are so reaching right now. Like Dolly that could be.
Tyree just wants Carmela to be real. Exactly, Dolly.
Yeah.
He is really grasping it.
That's all. And I feel bad for the guy. You know what I mean? I feel bad for him because like that ain't gonna happen.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I think Tyree is milking his time on the show.
Right.
I think they need to go ahead and close this chapter out because it's a catfish. Unless he's gonna hook up with the catfish. Remember David and Lana?
Yes.
Lana showed up.
He
Everybody
was
swore him down that she wasn't real. But see,
right.
these producers have proof that. But see, he thinks they're lying though. He's heard and seen that it's not her, and yet and still he has made it up in his mind that that woman still exists. And okay, she doesn't want me to call her. Maybe that's because her mother was in the room. It's like, dude, give it
Yeah,
up.
he's trying everything. Like he's just trying to make her real. I think because she was so real to him.
Yeah, it's like don't even try it. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I
You're
mean, because
sad.
that's a long time. But also, I mean, if someone stands you up and then won't FaceTime talk to you, you've never physically seen this person speak, like, it's like, what, how could he have said that later on? Like, I've been catfished. It's like, I think he just didn't want to know that, so he never confronted her.
Wow, I agree. I'm I don't know. I feel like he should have taken the clues. And Sister Girl is trying to put him down. She's trying to kind of talk some sense into him and say, "Hey, listen, aren't you catching the clues? And why haven't you checked her pictures out on the reverse search?" It's like, you've never FaceTimed her. She's asking you for money. Now they've come clean out and said, "Hey, yeah, I'm a dude." It's like, bruh, it's over. Let that thing go. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of get over it. Carmela is not real. So I don't know. He's another one. He needs to go to the same doctor that Amanda's going to. Both of y'all go sit on a couch somewhere because you're both traumatized. Both of your love lives have been ripped from under you like a rug, and you guys need to talk to somebody because he
Yes,
is having some serious PTSD behind that. He does not believe this girl is not real.
exactly.
So he's going on a little delusional run here.
Somebody wanted to come say hi. I heard him meowing at the door. Say hi, Neil. Say hi to everybody.
Hey,
Say hi. Say Aunt Brooke and Mom, are you watching? Thanks for bringing me.
what's up, little man?
She is so great how you play with him. I think you've tired him out.
Oh my God, I have this stick that has feathers hanging from it, and oh my God, we will play for hours on the couch. He'll just be chasing it all over the place, and I'm making noises, and he can't catch it, and yeah, he just
He's
I don't know.
chasing her earlier. She'll be like, "You can't get me."
He's like a little kid, I'm a little kid, so at heart.
Maybe Tyree needs to get a cat as a
He
companion.
might have one. Maybe he thinks
Hmm.
it's really a dog. It's like, yeah.
Oh, that was low.
I'm like, come on, Tyree.
Tyree. I keep saying his name
I know
wrong.
it's Tyree.
Is it? Okay.
It's Tyree. Okay, so now on this episode, we've been introduced to Misha and Nicola. All right, Misha and Nicola.
This is weird. Do they just keep getting weirder? Or is it just me? What is going on here? I thought, oh, this guy's great for her until he said she bothers me while I'm fishing and he doesn't work.
He almost kind of looks like the 40-year-old virgin guy, just slightly older.
I don't see, that's almost like a Gino and Jasmine, like not completely, but like they seem like
Yeah.
two different, like, I don't know, something about him and her. Maybe
Well,
it'll work.
she's seeing suspended suns outside her window, and all of a sudden she goes from party girl to avid Christian churchgoer, and loses all of her friends, but she picks this 46-year-old virgin up
Well, at
online.
least they're both of the same religion. We don't have to worry about all that going on, but the parents don't like that she's divorced, right? Or won't like it.
Well, yeah, it's she's divorced. She's got the two kids. and they have valid concerns too, because if he comes into the relationship and he's judging them, then they don't want any parts of him, and I don't blame them. You guys let me know what you think in the chat. Do you think he's going to come at them that way? I think he is, honestly. If he's that adamant about it, he's most likely going to try to convert these girls, or talk to them about, you shouldn't do that. And
Maybe you could just send them to the website.
There you go. Coach's website.
He hasn't. Did you just mention that? As my sound cut out when those cars went by. Did he didn't tell his parents about her? That's another thing.
He didn't?
No, I heard him talking to the friend when they were fishing.
Oh, right. He did say that, didn't he?
Oh, Renee said this couple's story is going to be a shit show, and I can't wait. Exactly. Don't you feel that way? Like at first I was like, oh, that's so sweet that, she became Christian, which I think is great for her. She had that, spiritual awakening, but then she found this great guy, and then he's got some weird vibes coming off for me. Like this, I don't think when they get in person for some reason that he might be the right person for her. I could be wrong.
You know what? I don't think so. I really don't. I think for whatever reason she has bonded with him, but I don't know that necessarily they belong.
That she's going to support him. Yeah,
because he's not really working anywhere, and he's living at home with mom and dad. He's 46 years old. Never had sex and never moved out of the house, and you're ready to take this man child into your world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't know. That's not gonna fly with her. She doesn't seem like, even though she's loves him and is a devout Christian. I mean, maybe she can help him somehow monetize that website. He's got say 10,000 or 40, 70,000, some kind of crazy amount of views. You put maybe a donate button or something on there, dude. Maybe.
Yeah. That's what he's got to do.
Sounds like he's working on it. His whole life is working on it. So, all right, you can't get down. Come on. He's on the back of my chair.
Is he? He loves to do that.
Come on, buddy. Mommy, help you.
But yeah, the 46-year-old virgin, I'm curious to see how this plays out, because I honestly don't think that it's going to work with her daughters, because they're already skeptical of him and how he's going to react to them. So he's not going to be able to handle her and her daughters. I mean, we got a guy who's a virgin, and now all of a sudden you're walking into a house full of PUSSY and nothing but that, and you think you're going to run some shit? Yeah, think again. Those girls are going to eat him for breakfast.
And
okay.
It seems like he's at home, so his mom probably takes care of him. Is that going to be a thing where he's expecting her to cook him breakfast, lunch, and dinner and go to work?
I don't know, but it remains to be seen. I can't wait to see it. I'm definitely here for it.
I'm going to always say that every time we talk about them now. Be like, Renee, you were right. Here comes the shit show.
Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have this evening. I've been up all day. I got up at 5 this morning because I wanted to look at some charts. So my eyes are extremely heavy. So if anybody, you have anything that you wanted to add, or?
I just wanted to say, did I see KT here or Janetta earlier before I joined? I don't know if you guys are here. Hi, and thank you for joining. I might have missed your comments since I came in late. And I want to thank our moderator, Buddha, for always being here, of course, and Renee, Dolly. You guys have really kept this chat going with your comments.
KT.
Ro,
I'll see you, KT. Welcome, baby.
You, Ro, for chiming
Janetta.
in. Oh, Janetta, too? I missed
I
them.
don't see Janetta.
Okay.
I saw KT.
Yeah, I just think, I'm just really thankful that I was able to get in and it finally worked, and it was good to hear and talk to everybody. And I love your comments as always, Dawn.
Oh, thank you, baby. No, I don't see Janetta, but shout out to Janetta anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Ro, it was amazing having you here. We haven't had you here in a while, so thank you for coming on and hanging out. And I will go over to I guess Instagram or TikTok and check the DMs and see what's up. But Renee, Dolly, thank you so much for hanging out with us in the chat.
Yes, thank
I
you.
appreciate you guys so much. Sorry, I'm kind of cutting it short this week, but yeah, my eyes are so heavy right now. And so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab something to eat. Hopefully, you guys have a fantastic week and a fantastic weekend. And yeah, feel free to continue the conversation in the comment section if you guys want to do that.
Thank
But
you. Good.
other than that, yeah. All right, guys, have a fantastic night, and I'll talk to you guys next week.